Hi everyone, Nessie here. I draw for fun and I make videos for fun. And today I want to talk about Re-Zero, episode 9. Jeez, it was good. It was good. Alright, let's just go through it. So, Ekidonna is annoyed at Satella, the Witch of Envy, for putting Subaru through all that he's went through. And she doesn't know, or even, she doesn't want to understand why she would do that to Subaru. Then Subaru Subaru asks if there's a limit to his return by death, and Ekidonna is like, there's probably not. Ekidonna explains that his power lets him redo destiny, which prevents him from making mistakes. That's a whack power, to be honest. I think that's a whack power. I would not want to have Subaru is probably the last person I'd want to be in an anime, second to only Eren from Attack on Titan. Oh god, I'd hate that. So apparently, Destiny doesn't allow for Subaru to stay dead, but those around him don't factor into that. Case in point, Rem. She's gone right now. She's in a coma, and obviously, we don't know what's going to happen with her. So the choice to save anyone with his power, has been, his alone. That's what Ekidonna says. So if Subaru changes destiny at the risk of people's lives, so if he wants to save someone, but then to do that, someone else has to die, that person, could end up staying dead. He won't have chances to get those who were sacrificed back. Subaru says, fine, if I'm the only one who benefits from return by death, I'll use it until there's nothing left. Probably implying that he's going to keep dying in order to save everyone, just to get the perfect win. It's similar to when you're playing Fire Emblem and you want to make sure that you win the level without any of your troops dying. It's like that. Oh my god, it's fully like that. It's fully like Three Houses, where you turn back time. Oh my god. That's mad. Anyway, focused. Right, so where are we? So Subaru's like, no one's better than me at betraying people's expectations. I was like, dude, that's a bit of friendly fire. Why are you doing that to yourself? Then Ekidonna is like, that was a bit quick. The bounce back you had there was a bit quick, you know? And then he's like, nah, not really. It would have been worse if I was on my own. That's not... Wait, yeah. That's not what he says, but he implies that. And then he basically thanks Ekidonna that he's better now. Because he didn't outright say, that it was all thanks to Ekidonna that he's better now. She's like, oh, is that all you have to say to me after sharing your secret with me? In that, that little way that she does things. And then Subaru's like, why are you so hell-bent on wanting me to thank you? Shouldn't you get me to ask you questions like last time? Then he says, you're the only one I can count on, to which she says, you have a knack for seducing witches, which is going to be important by the end of this episode. Oh my god. And then he's like, I'll pay whatever the price is. And I'm like, you're an idiot. You're a whole idiot. That's what you are. So then Subaru asks about the rabbits, which Ekidonna says they're called great rabbits, not due to their size, but due to the amount of them. And apparently it's a marbeast, like the great whale from season 2. The Witch of Gluttony made them. Subaru is like, dude, I've already dealt with that whale. Then Ekidonna says the whale may be stronger, but the rabbits are difficult to destroy. It constantly eats, and a single one can multiply indefinitely. So you remember that episode, last week's episode, when Subaru was being mauled by all of them rabbits. Oh gosh. The only way to beat them is to destroy them all at the same time, which is basically impossible. Plus, running isn't an option because of the barrier preventing half-bloods from escaping. So then Subaru says that he has 4 days to save everyone, not just in Sanctuary, but in the mansion too, because we still got Elsa running around slicing people's bellies. Ekidone then starts smiling, which is a bit sus, and then says that she could trade places with Daphne, so that Subaru can talk with her. However, she says that if Daphne attacks your mind, it will remain shattered even after leaving the tea party. Personally, I think this is going to be a bad idea, but he does it anyway. He accepts, and then she says, no matter what, don't release Daphne's restraints. Plus, no touching and no eye contact. The first thing Subaru does when the change happens is shake hands with a witch that takes obviously Ekidona's body, and his entire arm comes off. So that's fun. Then he shatters into pieces, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? She transforms again, and then is just like, the person that she transforms into is like this blonde person, we don't know her name yet, and she's just talking nonsense. And so now I'm getting annoyed because it's such a whiplash, because it starts out being funny, then cute, then terrifying, then silly. I'm like, what? Please choose a genre. Don't keep changing so quickly. It's hard for me to keep up. Anyway, then this blonde person puts Subaru back together, and apparently the person who put him back together is named Minerva, the Witch of Wrath. And at this point I was thinking, so are these witches actually as bad as people say, or are they just misunderstood? I think they're just misunderstood. And the witch before Minerva wasn't Daphne. I think it was Typhon. Yeah, then Daphne comes out, and she's in, like, it's basically like a coffin that you'd find mummies in, or more like an Iron Maiden minus the spikes, obviously. And she's in restraints, and then says, let's get this chat over with. You smell tasty. I'm like, okay. We're already getting that weird, huh? So Subaru's like, I'll make this quick. Those 3 Ma beasts, why the hell did you make them for? And then Daphne says that the whale can feed loads of people. The rabbits multiply indefinitely, which means that, food will never run out if they're eaten. So Subaru's like, what the hell? And then Daphne says, it's not like, it's not fair to expect those beasts to not be hungry too. And then I'm like, what? No, those are dangerous. Stop that. And then Subaru is like, no, you right. But still, I need to get rid of them. So give me tips. She says that they rely on mana, the rabbits. They rely on mana, and Subaru needs to get someone with a lot of mana to lure the beasts, then wipe them all out together. To which Subaru says, thank you. Then says, I'm going to destroy those rabbits, so no crying when they're gone. I already beat a whale, and, those beasts that you have running around for 400 years, that's a bit too long. I'm going to destroy them all. So then she says, try it if you think you can. You're a mere human. Then she disappears. Then Ekidona comes back, and he says, it's a relief seeing you. It's like seeing my family. I'm like, whoa, okay, we're already at the family thing. Okay, no wedding, no nothing, just family, normal. So then Subaru then says to Ekidona, if there's anything I've learned today, it's that you're the most normal out of all the witches. Then she says, oh, stop that, you're just trying to butter me up. Don't underestimate me like that. All while she says this, she's pouring him more tea and pushes him a plate of biscuits in such a casual way. And then he says, you're like an open book, Then he says, thanks, but I'll pass on your bodily fluids and cookies. So then when I watched this, I was like, Subaru, do not be rude, okay? You're at a tea party. Your gracious host went to the trouble of making you that tea. Drink it. Then she says, it's not like I put my hair in it. And Subaru is, we found out that Subaru is like slowly waking up, most likely because of Amelia. And Ekidon is like, I don't really have any hope for her passing the trial. Maybe you could give her wings that cowardly princess, then obviously Subaru is offended because, that's the girl he quote unquote loves. So I was like, kid yourself, Ekidonna. You just jelly that Subaru likes Amelia and not you. So then Subaru's like, what does he say? Oh, he says, how can I see you again? Because obviously Ekidonna knows things and she's the only one who understands, I say understands, the only one who knows about Subaru's power. Then she says that's going to be a bit difficult considering the conditions needed to attend the party become stricter each time. So the next time he wants to attend the party, he has to shout, I want to know, from the bottom of his heart. And Subaru reminds Ekidonna of the payment. I don't know why he did that. The payment that he needs so that he doesn't forget Ekidonna. And then she says, I want to take the sentiment from the handkerchief that Petra gave you. So I was like, okay, this is a bit sus. So it's not necessarily the handkerchief that she's taking. She's taking like the meaning and the value from it. So I'm like, okay, this is a bit sus. I don't like it. Something's going to happen to Petra. Then he wakes up and he remembers Ekidonna, but we don't see Amelia. So he runs outside and sees a shadow. The area is filled with just shadow. And the Witch of Envy comes out of this shadow and she's repeating, I love you, like constantly. She's like, I love you, I love you. She's slowly walking up to him. She hugs him. Then the shadow starts like grabbing him like from the bottom up. And guess who saves him? Garfield. Of all people, he comes up, he saves him. And they escape from the witch and they're thinking that she's following them. But she ends up leaving them. And it turns out she's leaving Sanctuary, and she's going to get past the barrier to get into the mansion to then probably take them out. Subaru's like, yeah, I think not, mate. And then the episode ends. Also, I thought, I stayed till after the credits because I love the ending song. And then we see Roswell, he's still in bed. He has this book he's holding onto him. And he says a lot of random stuff. Then he says, if you want to walk through hell, I'll be there with you. Try not to make mistakes next time, Natsuki Subaru, and then is swallowed up by a shadow. I was like, wait a minute. So I obviously knew that he also had the book that Betty has, the one that tells the true future, but I didn't think he had it next to his bedside table. Like, come on, mate. Like, you think someone sees that, they're like, oh, you're with the witch's cult. Obviously, that would happen, but clearly, plot hole. Is it plot hole? I think it's a plot hole. He's swallowed up by the shadow, then the episode ends. So, yeah. I think it was a good episode. It was mostly exposition. There was not much action, and not until the end. But, yeah, it was good. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at nesu.art. And, yeah, goodbye.